my dear children, welcome back to another edition of Cooking with Ounce. Today we're going to do something special. This is a box of American mac and cheese, and this is a box of Canadian mac and cheese. Now the thing about this is that Canadians are very big on mac and cheese, or as they call it, Kraft Dinner. Now, one thing that I've noticed in my, insane mind or whatever, is that lately, for the past couple of years, they've changed the formula of the cheese sauce in the American version. And I don't like how they've changed it. However, I've been able to remedy this by ordering this, which is basically, like I said, the Canadians are very big on their Kraft Dinner. This is basically the cheese powder in its raw form, and this is how I remember it. This is like a pound of the cheese powder. This is how I remember the mac and cheese powder being. And I add it, when I make this, I add this to it. So we're going to see which is superior. Canadian or American. We'll see if BBL Drizzy's onto something. Now, because I am lazy, I'm not going to cook both, but I am going to actually sacrifice this for the comparison. Because this is dirt cheap in the States. I can buy like 10 of these for what I paid to get this imported. It's very expensive to get this. This was like nearly $25. But it lasts you a while, so. Anyways, on to some comparisons. One thing I noticed while opening these boxes is that the instructions on it are actually different. You see, this is the American one. It calls for 4 tablespoons of butter and a 1/4 cup of milk for the cheese sauce. Whereas the Canadian version calls for 1 tablespoon of butter, or margarine, and we're going to use butter today because, you know, real American, although that's not accurate, and then a 1/3 cup of skim milk. I don't have that either. As you can see, for comparison, I poured out some of the American and some of the Canadian. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but this is more orange. This powder's more orange than the Canadian version. But no, that's another communist thing. But also, I noticed the noodles, for whatever reason, are shorter a little bit. Like, look at that. I think the cheese powder on the Canadian one is a little different. For comparison, also from Canada, is this. There we go. That was a lot. Probably gonna add that back to the mix, but as you can see. It seems to be coarser and more orange. I don't know if there's any difference really. Let me taste it quick. Okay, so the shaker version seems to have a more pungent flavor, more cheesy. For comparison, let's try this. That's more flavorful. I'd say it's closer to the Canadian shaker version. Still not what I remember as a kid, so I use this. I add it to the American version, and here's what it looks. The Canadian version looks like mixed up. It's a little aerated right now, but that's going to be really good mixed with butter, I think. So I'm not going to waste the food though. I'm going to put this to use somehow. Maybe feed it to birds or crunch on it as a snack. I don't know. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy, going in no diddy. So I think I think this burner went out because we use it so much. I think it went out, but this one, I mean, it seems to be running pretty good. Yeah, it's already actually kind of boiling, so not really. Look at this absolute dingus here. Dingus, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Look at the wild dingus. Oh, he's so dejected because he's so starved. He's so starved. He gets no food at all. Isn't that right, buddy? You don't get fed. This is an ASPCA commercial. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a brainless animal does not eat. A kitty snack. Oh, you're so abused, aren't you? Subscribe, there's a cute cat on screen. He's just staring at me. He's like, come on, where's my snack? Okay, I'll give you a snack, dingus. You got fed like 5 seconds ago, but... Look at him. Look at the pig feasting. Look at him. He's so happy right now. He's overjoyed. He can't be bothered right now. This is now a Cooking with Spoonie episode. BBL Spoonie. BBL Spoonie. One thing I noticed is that there's like a lot of residual sauce at the bottom. Like, I don't know what that is. It's not as cohesive. I think that's the lack of butter, or like a lot of butter. But yeah, good thing to note. Alrighty, now for the taste test. I'm going to keep it simple today. We're going to just pair it with a Great Value water here. Very good. The simpler the water brand, the better. The cheaper it is, the better, honestly. You don't need fancy mineral waters or nothing, just straight up from a municipal tap bottled water. Very filtered, very good. Anyways, let's dig in. That ain't half bad. It's not as bad as the unaltered American stuff. I'd say it's a suitable replacement, kind of. I had this just in case it wasn't cheesy enough. Honestly, this is like a perfect balance. This is actually pretty good. I don't mind it at all. It's more true to what I remember Kraft mac and cheese was like back in the day. Honestly, let's... Well, what the hell? Let's do it a little... Oh, God. A little too much. That's going to be textury now. God dang. That's pretty good, though. I'd say the Canadians, for every Drake you have a Kraft dinner, okay? You may have invented BBL Drizzy, but you also invented Kraft dinner. Respect to the Canadians in the chat. I'm sorry you have to live in such a crappy country, but you know, at least you're eating good. I know that. I know that. So once again, this has been a Cooking with Ounce presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, God bless, take care, stay safe, have a good evening. Peace.